Good afternoon, welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. I'm Mark and I'm going to take you for a walk around our 2011 Hyundai SantaFe Highlander all-wheel drive wagon today. We'll start at the front of the car, and the really glaring thing to take note of is not a mark on it. No marks on the actual bumper bar, not a mark on the bonnet as well. Beautiful chrome grille, the clear headlights, also the driving lights down below in the front bar, but just a really important thing to highlight how good the condition of the Juco is on the car. As we come around to the driver's side now, a few things to note. Obviously we've got our factory alloy wheels. Really important to note that these tyres are near new, probably 95% tread I would think. We've got the chrome badging just signifying the all-wheel drive. Our indicators in our outer exterior mirrors as well. This car does have 2 factory proximity keys, so access to the actual car by the button on the doors as well. And you notice the nice chrome running through the door handles as well. As we scan all the way down the driver's side, really consistent with what I mentioned at the front of the car, the Juco is in outstanding condition. Definitely a credit to the previous owner, just the way this car presents. And it continues as we move around to the tailgate. Once again, keeping with all the chrome badging, R22 we'll touch on when we discuss the driveline. Chrome badging there as well. Do notice it does have reverse sensors fitted, also a reverse camera which we'll touch on a little bit later, and is also fitted with a tow bar. The tongue for the tow bar intentionally not on the car, just to prevent theft or broken shin, is kept inside just for when the car has been purchased. As we come around to the passenger side now, the consistency continues. A really important thing I haven't touched on as yet with regard to the alloy wheels, around the entire car there is actually not a mark on the alloy wheels. Really important to highlight that, because usually on the passenger side you would expect to see a few scuff marks or scratches, but in really good order. Overall, you know, this gives you a really good idea. The quality of the exterior of this car is outstanding. Impressed. So around to the tailgate now, and as opposed to a lot of the late model wagons, a really simple handle design to get our tailgate up out of our way. Same thing as with the bonnet, the gas struts just lift our tailgate well out of our way, and that's in excess of 6'2" once it's right in the upright position, so I can easily move underneath the actual opening. 7-seater wagon. For the purposes of the video, I've only set the one of the 2 7 seats. Or third row seats. They are split, the rear seats, which is a really good feature as opposed to having one solid seat. In the event we're not utilising these, a really simple way to just drop the seat back down, and we have a completely flat storage area. You would have heard that lock into position, so when they are in that down position, these 2 rear ones do actually lock into place, so just solid storage area. We pop the little opening up here. As you can see, all of our factory tools hardly look like they've actually been used. There is the facility to put a fire extinguisher in there as well if you wish. And then just another little storage compartment just in there as well. Also, just one other thing to note, you do have air conditioning for the third row occupants as well. They can control the fan speed from their seating position as well. So as I mentioned, we'll move to the driveline now. Just a simple release of the bonnet there. You notice the gas struts take it straight up out of our way. Powered by a 2.2 litre direct injection diesel motor, is going to deliver you really good economy, 7.5 litres per 100k. So you'll get in excess of 900 kilometres to a tank of fuel. At the same time, it'll still give you 145 kilowatts of power, 436 newton metres of torque. So, some compelling stats there to just show you the driveline and the economy. Outstanding. Okay, so now inside the SantaFe, and a lot of features we'll go through. On our driver's armrest, we've got all of our power window switches, our controls for our exterior mirrors as well. They do have the function that you can fold the mirrors in as well. It's just additional safety when you've got the car parked somewhere. Our fuel release is also on the driver's door, and we'll move forward to just below the aircon vent. Few buttons here just for our driving lights. We can alter the illumination on our dashboard. We do have a lock button for the 4-wheel drive and a manual button to turn traction control off. As I mentioned, proximity key technology, so it is actually keyless start. We just have our engine start stop button. Might be a little bit hard to detect just on the right hand side of the steering wheel. Speaking of the steering wheel, it is height and reach adjustable. So I've got it in the unlocked position now. Just set ourselves up so we're nice and comfy. Push the lever back up into place, locks it away. Also fitted with light sensitive headlights, so it will detect as it's getting dark in the afternoon and turn them on automatically, and rain sensitive wipers as well. Then we move to our steering wheel. We have all of our factory cruise control settings, and then on our left hand side all of our audio controls. So control everything off the steering wheel as far as music goes. No need to take our eyes off the road. Steering wheel is also leather wrapped. You do notice looking at the dashboard, really well illuminated. The car's actually running, and for a diesel, as you can't hear, very quiet car. As you can see, consistent with the average fuel consumption as we discussed. It's only gone from 7.5 to 7.6 while we've been sitting here idling. Now we move into the centre section. A few things to go through here. Obviously, kick off at the top, digital clock there, little storage compartment up the top, and then all of our main head unit for our AM FM radio, CD player of course with MP3 compatibility. As we come below, we've got our front and rear demisters, rear air conditioning as we touched on earlier, and of course it is climate control, dual zone climate control. So we just set ourselves up where we're nice and comfortable temperature wise, hit our auto button and away we go. As we move further down here, an important function to take note of, as I mentioned, we've got both our proximity keys. In the event that you find the batteries are getting low in the actual keys themselves, will never prevent you starting the car. Simply pop it into the key holder there, and it does actually act as a charger for them as well and enables you to start the car. To remove, simply just a matter of popping the key back in, releases it, and we take them out. Then down below that we have our USB, iPod and auxiliary inputs. You also note there's two 12-volt outlets as well there. Then we move to our transmission. As we mentioned earlier, it is an all-wheel drive. We can either drive it as a normal auto, or we can move it across to what's either called sports mode or performance mode, and it enables us to just change through the gears by the stick. Another little coin holder just to the left of the T-bar. We've got a couple of drink holders just below there, just in front of our console lid. And then another storage compartment, plenty of storage in this car. And then if we open that up, we've got a little storage area there, and this is actually cooled. So okay, we can pop a couple of cans of soft drink in there, and when we've got the air conditioner running, it will actually keep them cold. Next thing to move onto in the interior, up above us we do have a factory sunroof. So you can either have the cover open, just letting the light in, or in the event you want the roof completely open, just a matter of touching on the button. It is automatic. Okay, so we only have to hit it the once and she's fully open. In the event you find that it's a little bit too sunny or glary, simply a matter of closing it back up and closing our cover as well. Whilst we're up at this height in the inside of the car, we'll talk about airbag safety now. Really important. We've got front, side and curtain airbags. Coupled with all of the safety on the outside of the car, does help this car achieve 5-star ANCAP safety rating. So you can rest assured that the occupants in the car, whether it's yourself and the family, are as safe as possibly can be. Last but not least, while we're in the interior, a couple of little things that I wanted to touch on. Being a diesel car, a lot of people are a little bit wary that when they are refueling the car, they don't want to get that diesel smell on them. So Hyundai actually went to the extent of even supplying gloves, factory Hyundai gloves, for when you're refueling the diesel. Pop a couple of those on, they're disposable, just so you don't run the risk of getting diesel on your hands. Now this vehicle was owned, female owner, and the beautiful thing about this car is the service history is stunning. So I'm just going backwards from new. All the service intervals carried out by Hyundai as well, until the current service, which we've just carried out. Important to note, being a Hyundai, longest new car warranty, Well, technically it was, because a couple of them are offering longer ones now, but 5-year new car warranty, unlimited kilometres. First registered the 18th of March 2011, so the new car warranty continues until March 2016. That's really good peace of mind motoring, and as I say, with the Hyundai new car warranty, unlimited kilometres. Last thing to touch on, just in our interior, full leather interior, and looking at it, for a car approaching 3 years old, it's only done 70,000 k's, but the leather, the seats, the leather infills on the door trims, the steering wheel, just everything about this car, and the service history shows us that, has been really well maintained. Does have the factory car mats as well. So overall, yeah, it ticks every box, this car. So in summary, some compelling reasons why you definitely consider this motor car. Thanks so much for the train there. 2011 2.2 litre intercooled turbo diesel, 145 kilowatts, 436 newton metres, 7.5 litres per 100 k's, in excess of 900 kilometres to a tank of fuel, near new tyres, 5-star round cap safety rating, balance of new car warranty. What more could you want? If you have any further questions, feel free to give us a ring, 9907 0555.